Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I share all about that on this channel. Today I'm going to be filming our June monthly budget recap, telling you guys how we spent our money in June, how we did on our budget. You know, June was a month, okay? I know a lot of you guys felt the same way. I've talked to so many of you on Instagram that were like really feeling the effects of inflation in June, and just the summer is always, you know, seemingly more expensive. So I definitely felt that this month, and this month was just a crazy month for us. Just to recap a little bit, if you haven't been following along, my husband and myself and my daughter all had COVID in the month of June. So we were pretty sick for a while, and then we also listed our home, and it has been just a lot. There's been a lot going on, lots of good, and then also some not so good, but it was overall a really fun month. I just love the summer. It's such a fun time with the family, and we always have so many things going on. It just blows by so fast. Let's go ahead and get started, chat about June. I will talk through where we spent our money and how we saved and all those things in this video. Also, if you like these kind of videos, please do subscribe to my channel. I post these every single month, you know, most of the time. Again, these last few months have been pretty crazy, but yes, I try to post these videos every single month to hold myself accountable to you guys, to, you know, hopefully stick to my budget, although it doesn't always happen, but it does help me to stay accountable. So income for June. So we had our W-2 income and then our side hustle income. That is pretty typical for us. We didn't have any other extra income this month. So we had budgeted $7,000 for our W-2 income and nothing for side hustles. I don't ever budget for the side hustle income until we receive it. So we did actually bring home $7,000, no change there. And we did bring an additional $300 from side hustles. So that's awesome. Super happy with that. So that leaves our total income that we were able to spend. Oh my goodness. To $7,300. So before I go any further, I do oftentimes get questions on these videos of what our W-2 income is, and is that including, you know, 401k or anything else. So yes, our W-2 income for the purposes of these videos is my husband and I's combined take-home income from our day jobs. We both work full-time, and that is what we bring home. So that is not including the money that we put into our 401ks and also the money that we pay for our health insurance and dental insurance and those kind of things. So this is our true take-home pay, what gets deposited into our checking account after any deductions that we have. So just to clarify that. So let's go ahead and get started with our different categories and where we spent this money this month. So first category is always our mortgage. If you guys have been following along with my channel, we are currently in the process of selling our house. So soon this number will be different, but for now it is $1,284. That is our current mortgage amount, and that is 17.6% of our take-home income. Then we also have our cell phones. So this is for both my husband and I's cell phones. We budgeted $130 and we spent $130, and that is at 1.8%. And then we have our subscriptions. So right now this is just our Netflix subscription and our Peloton subscription, and that is at $61 for both of those. No change there. And that was at 0.8% of our income. And then we have our utilities, and we had budgeted $260 for our utilities, and that is our electric and our internet. We pay water quarterly, so that is not in this budget this time. So $260 is what we budgeted, and we actually spent $213. We were quite under on our electric bill, which was awesome because, you know, we weren't using as much in the month of May, which is what this was for. So that gave us an extra $47, and that was at 2.9% of our income. I'm sorry if you hear my baby in the background. I'm actually holding him while I film this because he's supposed to be napping, but he's not napping, and my husband is not here. So I am holding him and trying to film this. So I apologize if you hear any squawking in the background or if any baby hands appear in your frame. So next up is preschool. So my daughter does go to preschool now part-time. She does not go full-time yet, but I've actually been toying with the idea of sending her full-time because she loves it, you guys. Seriously, every single day, even on the weekends, she asks me, "Mom, am I going to school today?" And I'm always like, sometimes I'm saying yes, but then sometimes I'm saying no. And then she gets very, very upset. So we had budgeted $600 for preschool. This was the first month. June was the first month that she had gone back after a brief hiatus. So we actually spent $624. So it was a little bit more expensive than I had anticipated, which is, totally fine. Of course, inflation has affected the cost of daycare and all of that. So yes, 8.5% of our income was for daycare or preschool this month. Next up is giving. So we did set up a recurring donation, I think it was last month, for St. Jude. So that came out as requested at $100. So no change there, and that was at 1.4%. So next up is personal spending. This is money that my husband and I both get for spending on whatever we want. We don't track it. It just kind of goes into our own accounts and we can spend it on whatever we wish. So I had actually budgeted $350 for this month because my husband had a trip to Vegas that he did go on, but he actually won some money, which was amazing. So he actually gave back the extra that he had taken to Vegas. So we actually effectively only spent $200 for this because he gave me back the extra $150 that I had given him. So that was amazing and definitely helpful to our budget to get that money back. I told him he could definitely keep it if he wanted to, but he said he would rather it go to our budget, and that was much appreciated for our budget. That was at $200. Then we have our gas, and you guys, gas has been so crazy. We don't drive very much, so I'm very thankful and very appreciative that we don't have to spend that much money on gas. We had budgeted $125 for gas for this month, and we spent $157, and I believe that was only for 3 fill-ups. We're typically doing 3 fill-ups a month, so yeah, that was a difference of $32 in gas, and that was at 2.2% of our income. And then in the same vein as gas, groceries are so expensive as well. So we had a budget of $700 and we actually spent $741. So yeah, it's just been, I've been honestly debating increasing our grocery budget again, which I have increased it, I think, already 2 times this year. And it just seems like it never is enough. Like I feel like we're constantly going over budget, and I don't feel like we're getting anything extra. Like I don't feel like we're, spending frivolously or spending on things that we don't normally spend on. So I know you guys are probably feeling it too and probably sick of hearing about it. So I won't go on much further. But then we have family fun. So this is a category that we just use for anything miscellaneous with our kids that's like fun. So for example, my husband had a little league night at the local MLB stadium type of game, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I can't come up with the words. So we had actually paid for those tickets a while ago, but he spent $39 while he was there on I don't even know, snacks. Literally, it was ridiculously expensive. I think they both got hot dogs and it was $39. That's what that budget's for. So I'm glad they had a good time. I'm glad they had fun. And I'm glad that we had that money set aside, and we actually did not spend anything extra, which is great. So just $39 from family fun. And then our miscellaneous category is just anything, a catch-all category for anything random extra. We actually did go over budget in miscellaneous at $229. A lot of this was coming from things that we did or purchased to list our house. So I had bought some extra cleaning stuff and just some extra random home decor and crap probably, honestly. I probably overspent. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was manic a little bit, and I was really nervous and wanted the pictures to look good. So I feel like I probably overspent on things that I probably didn't really need to, but it's fine. It is what it is. Costs of selling a house, right? So that is at $229 for this month. Then we have our dining out category, which, yeah, we went pretty over here too. Again, with listing our house and having showings on our house, we ate out a lot. I'm not gonna lie, we did. We ate out a lot. We ate out more than probably we have in a long time. We spent $298 on eating out, and honestly, I was kind of surprised it wasn't worse because, yeah, we ate out a lot. Not proud of that. It's a weird time. We were both sick in the month of June, and we were listing our house, so it was a lot. It was a lot to do in 1 month. So I am honestly just glad that it's not worse. So now let's get into our sinking funds. So I try to kind of separate these out so that you can see that they're savings. So we have our car, kids, home, vacation, and Christmas. These are all of our sinking funds. So we had budgeted $50 for car, 50 for kids, 75 for all the rest. And we did actually pull back a little bit on these because I knew we had overspent pretty significantly in some of our categories. So I did pull back a little bit on the sinking funds just to make sure that we would have enough to still make progress on our financial goals, but also still put some money into this. So for sinking funds, we put 50, 50, 50, 50, and 75. So we did cut off about $50 from our sinking funds this month, which I don't love to do, but we kind of needed to be able to still put what we wanted to towards our financial goals. So it is what it is. We typically do put more into our sinking funds, but this month was a crazy month, and yeah, I was just happy to make it through it relatively unscathed. So next and finally, we just have our two financial goals. So we have our Roth IRA and our house fund. So we fund those every single week on Debt Free Friday. So we were able to put $405 this month into our Roth IRA and then $2,550 into our house fund for this month. And those total add up to 40% to our savings, which I like to keep it around 40% if you've been following me for a while. Lastly, my baby is starting to get fussy, so I need to quickly finish this video before he really starts to get upset. So our total income for the month again was $7,300, and then our total expenses was $7,306, which leaves us with a negative $6 variance. Again, I round off these numbers, so it was actually probably not negative because I usually round up. So it was probably pretty close to right on, which I try my hardest to keep our budget as equal as I can, as zero-based as I can. Obviously, we do have a buffer though. In case we need to use it, we can use it. That is all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Let me know in the comments down below, how was June for you? Are you feeling these crazy inflation effects? Did you have anything happen to you in July that was significant, or anything else that impacted your savings or your budget? I would love to chat with you in the comments, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.